Hello and welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with IxSHE. There we go. Anyways, so yeah, big news! I might be going into quarantine soon. Why? Because my father, the actual moron that he is, decided to go out to like a big gathering where they ate duck because of some kind of festival or something. And there were a lot of people there, and basically my father decided, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go there. Even straight up invited the rest of the family, but like all of us, we decided, dude, the numbers are going up. Why the fuck would we go to like festivities like that? He's like, but there's gonna be so many people. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. But anyways, he decided to ignore all of us and went either way, and ended up not even eating the duck because I ordered dinner and basically asked him, hey, could you fetch it on the way back? The moron immediately came back like, oh, I thought he wanted something. I was here to order as well. Like, you had duck over there. Oh no, it's only they only sell that after 6. He texted you after 6, you absolute nonce. So yeah, anyways, one of the buddies that he was hanging out with then got tested yesterday. Was tested yesterday, and it's positive. So we may be getting a call that demanding that my father also take a test, and there's a chance that that one will come back positive. So yeah, things are going great. Anyways. Also, remember what I said last part about the whole monetization thing? Turns out, it doesn't fucking matter! Because the part that got demonetized was monetized again later down the line without me even putting in any kind of complaint. So, YouTube itself just, without me even saying anything, decided, oh wait, that was an accident. Here, go ahead and take your money. Even though, you know, the first the first bit of the like the first day of the video being up is actually where the most money comes from. So, yeah, fuck that, apparently. And the video that will be uploaded tomorrow, so the last part is already monetized, so there's that. Also, I literally put, okay, just automatically YouTube put in ads on natural breaks. YouTube immediately decided to put in 9+ ads in the middle of the video, like for one 9 and for the other 10 in the middle of the video. So YouTube has no chill, apparently. Anyways, alright. See you in the lounge at 10. After double checking the message one last time, I slipped my phone back into my pocket. Today I'm finally going to have my first date with Shiori. We've gone out together before. We've gone out together countless times before, but it's the first time that it's officially a date. Since we live in the same dorm, though, I don't want to show up too early. She might think she kept me waiting. There's still a full 10 minutes before we're scheduled to meet, so let's take things slow. Today's gonna be the day, isn't it? The sometime soon we were talking about the other day. Well, we hadn't settled on a specific date. I can't think of a more appropriate day than today. And I'm willing to bet Shiori is thinking the same thing. I'm gonna have to be a man to take the lead today. Doing my best to hold in my excitement, I used the last few minutes to go over the day's plan in my head one more time. Arrive in the lounge 3 minutes before 10. Now where's Shiori? I turn around just in time to see her hurrying down the stairs. Judging from the enthusiasm in her tone, she's been looking forward to this date just as much as I have. No, I just got here myself. I didn't want you to worry that I'd been waiting for you this whole time. Am I that predictable? I quite like the necklace, actually. It's a really pretty necklace. It also looks painful, though. Like, it would just jab you in the neck when you move weirdly. I've heard those words many times before, but today they sound a bit different. A lot more romantic than usual. Want to be able to say the same thing about her?
でもね、もし待たせちゃってたらどうしようって。半分不安だったのは内緒。
Don't worry, I'd wait for you as long as it took.
本当にいくらでも
Well, as long as you give me lots of loving in return.
目つきがいやらしい。
I'm kidding, mostly, but don't tell anyone.
バカ。
Look at us, acting like a pair of lovebirds. I love it. Maybe it's because it's Shiori, but the sense of intimacy we share feels incredible. This wouldn't be much of a date without my, well, date. Also...
何
I've been waiting for the right moment to comment on her outfit. I was hoping you'd dress up a little for me. If I get to see you looking even cuter than usual, then it's my job as a man to sit here and wait patiently.
へえ、そっか。そう、
Oops.
それで初めは
I think you look incredibly cute today, Shiori. Though I guess that makes it sound like you don't usually look cute. But of course you always look cute, Shiori. Just even more so today. I get a little carried away with compliments, but seeing her so overjoyed is enough to make me smile too. And I'm the only one who can bring out these expressions on her face. The thought makes me realize once again that this beautiful girl is in fact my
ど
girlfriend.
うしよう。はじめ。
What do you mean?
嬉しすぎると、本当に言葉って出てこなくなるんだね。
They sure sound like they're coming out correctly, so I don't think you have to worry. Oh, just keep going.
あと、にやけたまま顔が戻らない。
Fuck, I forgot to do something. I actually wanted to put Hades on my wish list on Steam because that game looks incredible. Anyways, well, if you're happy, you're happy. I don't see the problem.
よくないよ。これじゃあ私だけ変な子。
She flails her arms wildly, like a child throwing a temper tantrum. But the smile on her face makes it fairly unconvincing. Beg your pardon, Shiori, but that does not seem like a problem to me at all. Here, how about I start making weird faces too?
それは。いや。だって私、そのま、好
What the fuck?
きだから。
We haven't even stepped outside the dome yet, and I've already felt my heart skip a beat several times. That's just proof of how adorable Shiori is today. By the way, that outfit you have on.
変
Not at all. I've never seen you wear it before, but it suits you to a T. Very girly. Did you buy it especially for today?
この前、青葉にも一緒に見てもらって。
You go home! I'll buy you some caramels! Thanks later! She'd been a bit apprehensive when I first told her I was dating Shiori, but they seem to have been getting along swimmingly ever since then. I really appreciate it, but you didn't have to go out of your way to buy new clothes just for me, you know?
それは違うよ。わざわざとかじゃなくて、彼女だもん。やっぱり好きな人には、可愛いって言ってほしかったから。
Now I understand what Shiori meant before. Hearing those words makes me so happy that I can't even speak properly. I've already said it so many times, it might sound kind of cheesy at this point, but you really do look incredibly cute today, Shiori.
ありがとう。でも、それも、ちょっと違うかな。
Oh?
はじめと一緒の時間は、全部私にとって大切なものだから。だから全然、安っぽくなんてないし、むしろ宝物が増えて、私は嬉しいくらい。
It's hard to believe there's a girl out there who can say these things with a straight face. I feel like hugging her with all my strength right now. I don't even care who's watching.
さっきから二人して恥ずかしくないの？はあ！見ないで！今の私は見ないで！
Come on, Alba, don't just haul us back to reality like that. Which hole did you crawl out from
さっ
anyways?
きお兄の鼻からシュルンって。
That's kinda gross.
まあ、あれだけイチャイチャしてれば気づかないだろうけどね。
Can't deny that. Unwilling to let Alba see her blushing face, Shiori turns her head determinedly in the opposite direction. Determinedly. There we go, that's better. Huh? Where'd everybody else go? Upon looking around, I noticed that the rest of the students scattered around the lounge had utterly vanished.
いたけど、そりゃあんなの見せつけられたらみんな気まずくもなるって。
They just cleared the entire area. They all left because of us.
そういうこと。
Some student council president I am. I've got to work on my awareness a bit more. That's next on my list after I move things forward with Shiori.
てかデートなんでしょ？だったらこんなとこでチンタラしてないで早く出かければいいのに。
We'll go when we want to, thank you very much. Everyone's gonna think I have no experience with women. I mean, that's the truth, but still. I should know we were going on a date anyways, and I sure don't ever recall ever telling you.
そんなのしおり姉の服見ればわかるって。
Alright, you helped her pick out that outfit, didn't you?
そうだよ。あの時のしおり姉ったら、お兄聞いた？
No?
それがしおりね。お兄の好みに合わせるんだって珍しく自分から店員さんにも声かけててさ。どっちが似合いますかってすっごい真剣な顔で質問してるんだもん。青葉、余計なこと言わなくていいの。はじめもね、ほんとそろそろ行こう。
Like, not yet. I need to hear more of this. Please continue. That's quite a surprise. To the best of my knowledge, Shiori's never been good at initiating conversations with other people, even to this day. Give me a few more details, Alba.
もう知らない。
Looks like she wasn't actually that angry about it.
じゃあ、売り場に行った話しよっか。
Oh my. Oh my, oh my. What? Yes, please, I gotta know.
ごめんなさい。もうほんとその辺にしてください。
Alba looks genuinely flabbergasted by the sight of Shiori shamelessly throwing herself at her feet. Whatever happened in the lingerie store must have been pretty significant. Make sure you tell me about it in secret later, Alba.
はじめく。
Forget I said anything, Alba.
私の中の野生がやめとけって全力で騒いでる。
I'm pretty sure you're already close enough to a gorilla or a chimpanzee. Whip. Feeling a gentle tug on my sleeve, I turn around to find Shiori's mouth right next to my ear.
それに、そんなの聞かなくても、はじめにはちゃんと見せるから。
Seriously?
だって、そのために用意したんだもん。
In all honesty, that single sentence is more than enough to make my crotch react. But those clothes, this newfound boldness, really feels like Shiori's making an effort to overcome her shyness bit by bit. If being in a relationship with me has helped her grow into a more positive person, and as her boyfriend, I couldn't be happier.
あれ、何みんなして。
はあ、余計なのが来た。
Maybe we should have left earlier.
わかった、外食でしょ。だったら僕も混ぜてよ。実は朝までゲームで忙しくてさ、お腹減ってるんだよね。
おい、ホセ。お兄たちは取り込み中だから邪魔するなよ。
あ、もしかしてもうお店決まってる？別に僕は中華でもファミレスでもいいよ。
I know Yasumasa doesn't mean any harm, but he's still being annoying.
わかったから。とりあえずそこの廊下の一番手前の部屋。そこに、ホセ専用の個室取ってやるから、そこで待ってて。
オッケー。個室でってところがまた風情あれてそこトイレだよ。
Alba sure loves her potty humor.
まあいいや。 ならピザ取って兄ちゃんの部屋で食べようよ。今週発売した牧島京子ちゃんセカンドライブ DVD 見ながらさ。
また声優か。
あ、チンチクリンが京子ちゃんバカにしたな。いいか、あの子はお前や姉ちゃんと違って童顔で可愛いだけじゃなくハイパー巨乳なんだからな。
Shouldn't you, like her voice or something?
安政。
Uh-oh. There's no getting him out of this one.
いや、姉ちゃん、今のはほら。
青葉お願い。よし来た。クソセクハラ豚野郎は徹底的に心を折ってやるからな。
She grabs Yasumasa by the neck, dragging him off towards the cafeteria. And before we can see him meet his grisly fate, Shiori and I head out on our date. Before I'd left my room, I was fretting over what to do during my first time with Shiori, and how to show her I was a good boyfriend. But those nagging doubts had vanished as we strolled around the shopping district, before eventually making our way to the station. Turns out Yasumasa did something good for once in his life. Thanks to all that silliness earlier, the nervousness I felt was completely dissolved. In that sense, I should really be applauding him for striking up a conversation with us. Maybe I'll treat him to a meal next time as thanks. Speaking of meals, would you say we stop somewhere for lunch soon, Shiori? Hello? Earth Shiori?
ごめん。何？
Ever since we'd left the dorm, Shiori's been spacing out like this every so often. Maybe she's back to feeling self-conscious again now that it's just the two of us. Are you feeling nervous because we're alone together? You can be honest with me.
バレバレだよね。
Well, I like to think I know you better than anyone else. I tried to flash her a natural smile to put her at ease.
今までが今までだったから、恋人らしいってなんだろうって考えたら、どんどんわかんなくなるし。はじめと、彼氏と一緒に歩いてるんだって思うと、どんどん緊張してきちゃうし。
She's so cute when she's embarrassed, but now I'm starting to feel embarrassed too. It's a bit of relief. I thought you weren't having fun.
当たり前だよ。でも楽しいっていうか、幸せな気持ちでいっぱいっていうか、とにかく初めのこと意識しちゃって、ドキドキしすぎて、心臓飛び出しそう。
I think I get the gist of what you're saying. In that case, now's my chance to show her what I'm made of.
ねえ、初めはドキドキしてないの？
Somewhat, but not nearly as nervous as you make it sound.
なんか不公平。
But speaking of which, can you go easy on Yasumasa for all the stuff you said earlier?
安政？
Truth be told, I was feeling pretty anxious this morning too before we met up, but his antics really helped me calm down.
へえ、そうなんだ。なら、考えとく。
He gives me a smile, but her expression still seems a little forced. I'm glad you're taking the state so seriously and all, but I was hoping you'd smile for me like you did back in the lounge.
そうだね。私もそうしたいけど、あの時の嬉しい気持ち、無理やり隠そうとしたからかな。バチが当たったのかも。本当は今も、あの時と同じくらい嬉しい気持ちでいっぱいなんだけどな。
Some people might say first dates are supposed to be a little awkward, but I want Shiori to enjoy every moment of our time together. Well, what if I do this? I take her hand in mine, twining her fingers tightly around hers. I give her a tight squeeze to remind her that I'm right here beside her. When Alba was a kid, she used to cry out for me whenever she felt lonely. But as long as I held her hand, she'd always have the biggest smile on her face.
そういえば二人、よく手繋いでた気がする。
That is actually adorable. That's always how it happens. Like, as long as they're tiny, they're fucking precious. But the moment they start growing up, by God, they start turning into brats for some reason. That's always the case. I don't know why. That's just like the older the siblings, like it needs to pass a certain age before it starts to get chill again. Like, for a certain time, it's just the warpath. If you get what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, oh, precious, then warpath, then chill. That's how it is. Nah, despite what she's like these days, she was cute as a button back then.
そうだよ。だって私、それがあったから、はじめと手繋いだことなかったし。
Did you want to?
だって私、その頃から。
She flashes me a warm, gentle smile, full of contentment. She squeezes my hand back, reaffirming the sensation of my skin against hers. She shouldn't have made her feelings any. She couldn't have made her feelings any clearer than that. A natural smile slowly begins to spread across my own face.
ずっとしたかったこと、こんな簡単に叶っちゃった。
Well, if you've got any other dreams that need fulfilling, just let me know.
本当？今何でも叶えてくれるって言った？
Hold on, I didn't see anything. But as long as it's something I can do, I will.
そっか。そうだよね。いくら初めでも、できることとできないことがあるよね。
Huh? Is she trying to guilt trip me?
しろ。
Damn it, I know you're only pretending, but have I really lost all resistance to her puppy dog eyes? She even goes as far as to slapping her grip on my hand in mock disappointment. I guess I've got no choice but to grip her back twice as hard. Alright, fine, I'll do anything you ask.
本当？いいの？重いかもよ。
A man never goes back on his word. This time I don't miss her lips mouthing the words thank you. What's she gonna do if I hadn't noticed? Well, I suppose that's just like Shiori. So, what do you want me to do?
それじゃあ、一生私のお願いを聞いてほしい。とか？
What am I, a genie in a lamp? Even if I was, I'm sure you're not allowed to turn one wish into 10 or 100.
いいお願いだと思ったんだけど。
Why don't we start with something a little more small scale?
それなら、今はいいかな。本当はこれだけでも十分すぎるくらいだから。
She swings our arms together, beaming up at me with a wide smile. If that's what you want, now, how about we get some lunch?
そうだな。ここからなら近いし。
Of course.
いらっしゃいませ。カフェレストラン砂時計へようこ。ついに来たわね。
Yuki quickly drops her practiced waitress smile and greets us with a smug grin. I'm not exactly sure what she's so delighted about. Table for two, please.
どうぞ。それではお席へご案内します。
She guides us inside, leading us to an open seat.
温かいお茶をお持ちしますので、ご注文は後ほど受けたまわります。
Yuki?
ご注文お決まりですか？
No, that's not it. I just wanted to chat with you normally.
私ね。
You're acting a bit strange today and your smile is kind of creeping me out.
私、何も企んでなんていないわよ。
She's planning something suspicious. She totally just gave herself away. I hope it's not too awkward for you seeing us here.
二宮くんの言いたいことはわかるけど、私、そんな嫌な女になるつもりはないわよ。だって嫌われちゃったら、それこそ本当におしまいでしょ？店員さん、お茶を。でも友達だったら、まだチャンスはあるかもしれないし。ね？
The thing is, I like her outlook there. Like, it's not just... This isn't straight up like, you know, Miyako levels of creepy. They're literally just like, why should I do anything? Like, hell, if I just keep being friends with you, that might be another chance. While Miyako will literally follow him everywhere. She's just gonna still go about his life while keeping a good relationship, like a good relationship with him. Miyako literally followed him into the servant fucking servant core. Miyako scary. Anyways,
お茶を大至急。
you don't have to glare at her, Shiori.
心配なんてしてないもん。
That's the first time I've ever seen her look so jealous. I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but she's even cuter when she's mad. That's good, because I only have eyes for you.
それ、先輩に向かって言える？
That's a bit tactless, don't you think?
なんかしおりちゃん、最近アグレッシブになってるような。
I've noticed that too, but that's a good thing, I think.
というのは冗談。はじめの愛の言葉はさっきたっぷり聞かせてもらったし。さらっとのろけ挟んだ？だから残念ですけど先輩。はじめは誰にも渡しません。ほんと今のしおりちゃん。前よりキラキラしてる。お姉さんそういうのには弱いから、つい応援したくなっちゃうな。
Although Shiori has been trying to figuratively put her foot down, Yuki merely gives her an extremely satisfied smile in response.
遅くなってすみません。お茶お持ちしました。
Brushing her older sister aside, Mocha sits down at the top of the cup. Hell. Brushing her older sister aside, Mocha sets down 2 cups of tea in front of us.
お姉ちゃん、いくらお友達だからって今は仕事中だよ。ごめん、すぐ戻るから。
I should apologize too. I didn't mean to hold you up for so long. Talking is hard. Fuck.
こんな風にきちんと話せて、私も嬉しかったから。
Flashing Shiori a quick smile, Yuki turns on her heel and begins taking the other customers' orders. Afterwards, Shiori and I ordered a clubhouse sandwich and shrimp salad, sharing our lunches as we ate. I don't know why I have such trouble speaking today. It's weird. As the sun sets, Shiori and I begrudgingly return to the dorm before curfew arrives. Though it leaves me feeling somewhat unsatisfied, the feeling is also proof of how much fun we had today. Time really flew by today, didn't it?
最初は緊張しててよく覚えてないけど、はじめのおかげですごく楽しめた。
Glad to hear it. It would really suck if either of us had a bad experience for our burst date. For our first date. I think it's safe to say today was a huge success.
またデートしてくれる？
Of course we can, every week if you want.
私はいいけど、飽きたとか言わない？
That's the wrong button. I'd like to see you try and make me.
本当に？それなら、なんて、毎週はダメ。
What is that?
女の子には綺麗になるための時間も必要だからです。
Fair point, Shiori's new clothes today had made her seem like a completely different person. If that's what she thinks will make her happy, that will make me happy. I don't have the slightest reason to argue with her. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you look even prettier and prettier.
もっともっと綺麗になって、私を選んでよかったって思わせてみせるから。
Already am, though.
ありがとう。でも私だって、いつまでも可愛いって言ってほしいから。だからやめろって言われても、やめてあげないの。
Like Yuki had remarked earlier, Shiori's definitely grown a lot more proactive. Even her smile seems brighter to me. With this, our date today draws to a close. Right, nothing else happened whatsoever. Psych. Ah! I fucking blew it! I scream internally at— so he actually messed up. Oh wow. I scream internally so as to not disturb my neighbors. At this hour of night, the dorm has already gone completely silent. And I still haven't had my sexy time with Shiori. Damn it! After eating dinner and taking a bath, I returned to my room alone to prepare for bedtime. and in that moment I was struck with a sudden explosion of regret. But we ended the day on a high note, so if I ask her to do it now... I know, I'm just a chicken. I was presented with the perfect opportunity to have our first time together, and I let it slip right under my nose. Plain and simple, I fucked up! I told her I'd take the lead, but I didn't! Yeah. What is it? Don't tell me Yasumasu actually brought his damn pizza and DVD here to...
はじめ、起きてるよね。
It's a text from Shiori. Is that you, Shiori?
入っていい？
Oh shit, this can only be one thing. Sure.
お邪魔します。
Given that it's just about bedtime, she is naturally in her pajamas as well. But I'm a little nervous. The first time I've ever seen her in her nightwear ever since we started going out. It's not a sight I usually get to see, so it almost feels somewhat indecent. But also strangely luring. So, what's up?
約束、覚えてる？
The promise? She must be talking about the very thing I'd been fretting about. Yes, of course I have not forgotten about
な
it.
んで敬語？それじゃ、はじめが何もしてこなかったらって話、覚えてたってことだよね。
What you do to me? What was it again?
その時は私から、今のより、もっとエッチですごいことは、します。
Ah! Oh fuck!
もしかして、わざと私にしてもらうの、期待してたとか？
No, I forgot about that part of the deal, to be honest. But I really was planning to do it with you today. It's just, I sort of missed my timing window, so I wasn't able to bring it up.
じゃあ、タイミングさえ合えば、ちゃんと誘ってくれたんだ。
Absolutely.
じゃあ、さ、時計、
The day?
まだ、今日は終わってないよ。
You mean?
私的には、今って、最高のタイミングじゃないかな、なんて。
Even I'm not tactless enough to turn down a meal when it's offered to me. That line is bad. Are you sure about this?
ちなみに日付が変わったら、本当に私からしちゃいます。
Judy? Thank you. I really do love you. Please cease the kissing noises. Please cease the kissing noises. Please
はじ
cease.
め、するなら、ベッドで。
And then they fucked!
もう少し、そっち行っていい？
Sure, come here. She curls up shyly next to me. I give her shoulders a quick hug, wrapping my blankets around her.
ありがとう。
Let me know if you're still feeling cold.
大丈夫。それと、今日までは、なんか変にギクシャクしてたけど、明日からは、多分大丈夫だと思う。だって、やっぱりこうしてる方が、私は好きだから。
My fucking nose is running the entire day. Me too. It's fucking annoying.
もう少し、このままでいい？
Also, it smells like mowed lawn because I had to mow the lawn today. Sure. As long as you make it back to your room by morning, we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
やった！
She noses up closely against me.
はじめ、大好き。もう、好きって言葉しか言えないくらい、本当に大好き。
Quite clearly not, because you said quite a bunch aside from just those words. I should stop with those jokes, they're very bad. Hold on. She closes her eyes in bliss as I stroke her long black hair. And before long, the steady, quiet breathing emanating from her lips tells me she's fallen fast asleep in my arms. I don't know though, that chibi is adorable, but there's something about the eyes coupled with the smile that makes it slightly unsettling. I don't know what it is, but it is. Finally. Lunchtime is here at last. Without morning class, it would never end. As much as I'd like to go over to Shiori right now and invite her to eat lunch with me, there's one slight problem.
花森さん、お昼一緒に食べない？やっぱり会長と約束してる？
Due to Shiori's rather cool demeanor, our fellow classmates have always regarded her as somewhat difficult to approach, though recently that is. But ever since her little modeling stint at school, not to mention her outburst at the cafeteria, her wall has been completely dismantled.
ごめんなさい。今日は放課後に用があって、昼休みははじめと打ち合わせすることになってるから。
会長は生徒会があって、花森さんは観光協会の手伝いでしょ？遊ぶ暇あるの？
てか、付き合いたてだし、寂しくない？寮に帰れば一緒に過ごせるから。それに
Looks like she noticed me staring. Unconcerned with the people around her, she smiles and waves towards me. Crap, I can feel a grin creeping onto my face.
はじめはね、こうやって私のことちゃんと見ててくれるから。だから全然寂しくないよ。おー、熱々ですな。そりゃそうでしょ。今が一番楽しい時だもん。
The other girls all turn to look towards me as well, smirking mischievously. I casually wave back at them, but I'm burning with embarrassment on the inside.
それじゃあ、今度から前の日に誘うから、たまには一緒に食べようね。
うんうん。二人のこと、もっといろいろ聞きたいし。
そうだね。機会があれば。
The girls wave goodbye to us as they head out the door. Before they leave, I'll hear a couple of them chattering about how Shiori seems a lot more friendlier now, and how much cuter she seems to look these days.
待たせちゃったね。
Nah, that's okay. You've been getting a lot of lunch invites lately, so I was half expecting it to happen again today. Actually, some girls from another class even came to invite you yesterday, didn't they?
隣のクラスの子。
Just so you know, you don't have to eat lunch with me every day, Shiori. You can eat with whoever you want.
ありがとう。だから私は、はじめと一緒がいい。
I'm not sure whether it's because she's become a lot more talkative today, or lately, or because I'm falling deeper and deeper in love with her. But every single word she says resonates deep within my chest.
照れてるよね。
Shut up, I'm not.
でも照れてるんでしょ？
She gives me a smug look, tickling my chest playfully. She's always been pretty touchy-feely, but now that she's gotten so cheeky as well, I get the feeling she's gonna have me wrapped around her little finger in no time at all. Not that I particularly mind. Fine, I won't eat lunch with you tomorrow then. In fact, I'm gonna find dinner by myself as well. How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
いいよ。そしたら夜中、はじめの部屋に忍び込んで一緒に寝ちゃうから。
You're taking things a bit too far there. Man, her hair smells way too damn good. If you're at the same bed, I wouldn't be able to get a wink of sleep. If I wake up to find you creeping into my bed, I'm gonna keep you up all night, so be prepared.
寝かせないって。バカ。こんなところで何言ってるの？
Her ears turn bright red as she glances frantically from side to side. Shiori, may I explain?
私だって嫌じゃないけど、この前初めてしたばっかりなのに、初めがっつきすぎ。
That's not what I meant! I meant I'd be too nervous to sleep with you around, so I'd probably spent the whole night talking to you instead or something.
話に？それじゃあ、今の。
Probably could have phrased it a little better, but I don't think you and I are on the same page here, Shiori.
そんな普通朝まで寝かせないっていやらしい意味でしょ？
That's not... But I guess you do have a point. But that wasn't what I meant, honest.
エッチ、はじめ、スケベ。
Wait, hold up! Don't yell like that! Having realized her mistake, she looks even more embarrassed than before. She balls her hands into fists, biting her lip while trembling silently.
ねえ、今会長、今日は寝かせないって言った？それって、二人の関係って、つまりそういうこと？嘘。それじゃあ花森さん、二人ってもう。
Not again!
その先に学食行ってるから
Covering her face with both hands and blushing redder than I've ever seen her blush before, Shiori hightails it out of the classroom. Feels like I did something bad to her, but I swear it was an accident.
二宮くん、詳しく聞かせてもらえないかな。
Several other classmates begin to crowd around me, their eyes sparkling with curiosity. Man, I should have run away while I had the chance! I'll, tell you next time. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
ちょっとでいいから教えてくれよ。
But I'm already flying out of the classroom at light speed, chasing after Shiori.
ものすごく疲れた。
Sorry, I really didn't mean to mislead you like that. After each ordering the pasta of the day, Shiori and I finally sat down to eat.
やっぱり人と話すの苦手。
Chin up, you're not gonna collapse face down into your food, are you? She sways unsteadily from left to right as she sprinkles a generous amount of cheese over her carbonara. Maybe you sort of fell apart near the end, but you were doing just fine talking to those three girls in the beginning.
最近はよく話しかけられるから、あれでもかなり自然に話せた方。
Well, either way, I think you did a great job. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you can go eat with them if you want. I won't mind.
うん、ありがとう。でも初めは昔から一緒だし、自然にこっちに合わせてくれるからいいんだけど。
You don't feel that way with other people?
そうだね。こっちから話した方がいいのかなとか、向こうは今何を考えてるのかなって、いろいろ考えちゃって。
She smiles feebly, stabbing at her bacon with her fork. Still, the fact that Shiori worries about these things means that she's making a genuine effort to change. If I delve a bit deeper, I might be able to think of something I can do to help her out.
だからそういうのはもう少し先になりそう。
Does that mean I get to hog you all to myself until then?
私が初めを独占するの。
What's the difference?
だって好きって気持ちは私の方が大きいから。
Don't fucking start this bullshit!
だから私が初めを独占。
I didn't think your reasoning would be something that childish. Wait, hold on a sec. Who decided that you love me more than I love you?
そんなのは最初から決まってるよ。
You don't know that. My feelings might have been stronger, might be stronger than you think.
わかるよ。だって私は昔からずっと初めのことが好きだったんだよ。
That's cheating.
じゃあ、初めの方が好きってこと証明してみせて。
She sets down her fork and flashes me a gleeful smile. Clearly she's convinced that her feelings are stronger than mine, so I have to prove it. Shiori? I'll admit, when you confessed your love to me, you made me realize all over again just how important you are to me. But love isn't something that's only measured through time.
そうだね。ギブアップ
Damn it! How does anyone ever even measure love in the first place?
もういいよ。ありがとう。
No, wait, just give me a little more time. I'll prove to you how much I love you.
だからもういいんだってば。
But before I can finish, he presses a finger against my lips to shush me.
私の負け。だってはじめ、そんなに真剣になってくれてるんだもん。ちゃんと伝わってきたよ。はじめの気持ち。
She smiles happily, placing a hand on top of
あり
mine.
がとう。
The way she's looking at me. Damn it, that's cheating too. I can't stop my heart from pounding. The depths of her love are clearer to me than ever before.
はじめのおかげで元気出たし、冷めちゃう前に食べよう。
She picks up her fork again, putting her hands together politely before digging in. I follow suit, bringing my palms together before carrying some pasta into my mouth. Just you wait, Shiori. I'm gonna find a way to prove my love to you. I make up my mind as I watch her smiling face. Thank you for everything today.
お疲れ様。今度は再来週の水曜日。よろしくお願いします。花森さんも冬用の観光案内の写真、撮影が来月になるから、そっちもよろしく頼みますね。
Bowing our heads lightly, Shiori and I leave the Tourism Association's office. Initially, I'd started all this community contribution work for the sake of lifting the ban on romance at Kensicon. But I had never thought that Shiori would end up being a part of this as well. So while I hate to leave all my work to Yamabuki for the day, the truth is I've come to look forward to these bi-weekly appointments with the Tourism Association. Are you doing anything after this, Shiori?
このまま寮に帰るだけだから。
Since we're already out together, how about we go on a little date?
平日に
That's all the more reason to. Normally all I do is buy some takeout to eat on the way home, so it'd be nice to have a change of pace.
いいかも。
Great, let's go. What's wrong?
なんでもない。行こう。
She squeezes my hand a couple times as if to see how it feels. When I squeeze her back, she leans her head happily on my shoulder. I'd held her hand on the spur of the moment, but I'm glad she doesn't seem to be against it. Talking is hard, okay? Shut the fuck up. Being in our school uniform makes the walk through the town feel a little bit different than usual. A bit different than usual. No little. The cafe over there, the glass workshop over there, it's as if I'm seeing them for the first time.
あらあらあらあらあら。ちょっとあなた。
Aren't those a few odders too much? Yes? Because we were passing by the local souvenir shop. An old lady, having stepped outside at the same moment, calls out to us in an excited tone.
ほら、PR 写真の。
She must mean Shiori.
どこの綺麗なお嬢さんかと思ったら、県政官の子だったのね。あ、そうだ。これ、うちの商品なんだけど、サイン書いてくれないかしら。サイン。
Overwhelmed by the lady's forcefulness, Shiori quickly hides herself behind me.
あら、どうしたの？
I think she's just a little surprised is all.
あら、嫌だ。ごめんなさいね。
いえ。
袴の写真、昔の写真にしちゃはっきり写ってるし、今の若い子にしちゃバッチリ似合ってるし。まさかね、身近にこんな美人さんがいたなんて。
ありがとうございます。美人さん
For a brief moment, I catch a glimpse of a smug grin flitting across Shiori's face.
このお嬢さんにね、うちで売ってる桃のジュースの瓶にサインしてもらえないかって。ちょうど主人と話してたのよ。
Oh, so that's why you came out when you saw us passing
あ
by.
なた、さっきのジュースの瓶持ってきてちょうだい。3本ね、3本。
でも、本当に私でいいんですか？
もちろん。美人のお嬢さんはここじゃ有名人だからね。
Isn't that great, Shiori? Why don't you give it a shot?
ご迷惑でなければ。はい。
ありがとね。1本は持って帰って飲んでちょうだい。あなたもどうぞ。
Me? Are you sure?
ああ、いいのいいの。あなただってここじゃ有名人なんだから。サインちょうだい。あなた、ジュースもう1本持ってきてちょうだい。
We need more balls! Why? We need something autographed! Why a piece of paper? You know, I didn't think about that. We might be able to sell it then! There we go, we have an excuse. The woman's husband comes out carrying a large 1.5-liter bottle of juice, dunking it down onto the ground in front of us.
でも、これお高いんじゃ。
お嬢さん、インターネットで街の紹介記事書いてるんでしょ？蜂蜜もそれで売れたって聞いたし、紹介料よ。うちのお店もよろしくね。
I guess this is what they call a paid partnership, huh? Shiori and I gratefully accept the juice and sign, or rather write our names on the other bottles before leaving the shop behind. That was pretty neat, Shiori!
ちょっと予想外だった。
おーい、ハイカラさん、ちょっといいかい？
And again! Looks like he's talking to you. This time the glasswork store owner calls out to Shiori. After him, the sweet shop owner. And so on and so forth. Thanks to that photo, it looks like Shiori has become a shopping district celebrity. But even though we weren't exactly able to enjoy much of our date afterwards, as a boyfriend, the only thing I could feel was pride at seeing Shiori become the toast of the town. Ah yes. Piece of bread. Get it?! I hate myself! Yeah?
僕だけど開けていい？
No. Asamasa? No, stay out.
決め事の最中とかだったらトラウマになるから正直に言ってね。
Just get dressed in here already! He finally sticks his head through the door, looking none too surprised. At least he remembered to knock this time. Still, he can be a real pain sometimes. What do you want?
よってほどじゃないけど、姉ちゃんと最近どうなのかと思って。
Shiori? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? Wait a minute, don't tell me you're here to ask me about all those rumors about me and Shiori having sex or whatever.
え？え、そうなの？いやいやいや、兄ちゃんたちのそんな生々しい話、むしろ聞きたくないよ。てか、ドン引きだよ。
That's not what I said!
違うよ。最近の姉ちゃん、なんか雰囲気柔らかくなったっていうか、僕から見てもちょっと変わったし。ってそうか。兄ちゃんとそんなことになってたらそりゃ変わるか。
The timing of Asamasa's visit being what it is, I'd assumed he'd come to ask me about the whole misunderstanding this afternoon, but now I really regret him bringing it up. Yes?
ごめん、はじめ。ちょっといい？
Judy, what's up?
メッセージ送ったんだけど、返事がなかなか来なかったから。
I pick up my phone to check. Sure enough, I'd received a message from Shiori nearly an hour and a half ago. Jesus. Sorry, I didn't notice it all.
待って待って。もう僕出ていくから、エロいことするなら僕の知らないところで。
Thunk. He just fucking knocks him flat on his ass.
ちょっと黙ろうか。
The moment after Yasamasa disappears into the hallway, I hear a dull thud followed by complete silence. I just imagine him trying to run past her. She just grabs his head, just smashes it against the wall. It just fucking drops like a sack of bricks. Shiori, is everything alright?
大丈夫。 片付けしてくるから、ちょっと待ってて。
What happened to my Yasumasa? When Shiori returns to my room for a second time, the two of us decide to relocate to the lounge instead to avoid any more baseless accusations. But since there aren't any other students around at this hour, it's pretty much no different than if we'd stayed in my room to talk. So, what's this about? Yeah, it seems pretty important.
大切というか、ちょっと相談。
Lately, I've been getting the feeling that she's been relying on me a lot more than before. But as her boyfriend, nothing makes me happier. Sure thing, lay it on me.
実は、今日の昼休みと放課後のことなんだけど。
She looks down at a paper cup full of tea, choosing her next words slowly.
もしまた、私がみんなにお昼誘われたらって考えたんだけど。
Alright. I thought you said it might take a while before you felt comfortable eating with other people.
ただ、放課後、向こうを歩いてた時、私、全然うまく話せなかったから、せっかくあんなに話しかけてくれたのに、はじめがいてくれなきゃ、多分逃げてたと思う。
I'd sort of sensed this early in the afternoon, but it seems like she's making a conscious effort to change herself. So what do you want to do, Shiori?
私は、でも、みんなが話しかけてくれるのは嬉しい。だから私も、できればちゃんと返したい。
I already thought this earlier with the with the lunch scene, where she said that she still doesn't feel comfortable with it. Just for like the first few times, just ask the girls if it's okay to invite Hajime as well, just because she's feeling a bit too shy. And she'll probably calm down a bit and feel more comfortable with him there as well. Alright. That's all I need to hear.
それにこのままだと、私がはじめを独占してるみたいだし。
Me and you kind of are, though.
そうだけど、私のせいで、はじめの名前に傷がつくのはもっと嫌だから。
I'd tell her not to worry about things like that, but she probably would regardless. Alright, Judy, if you want to change yourself, I'll be happy to help.
本当?
Really? But fair warning, my training methods are going to be pretty harsh.
それでもやる。
As luck as whatever, the new job request has come in for the student council, so this is the perfect opportunity for Shiori. Around a shock therapy, if you will. I hope she's ready for this.
それで、特訓って?いやー、助かりましたよー。生徒会は会長さんしか手が空いてないって言うから、今日は修羅場を覚悟してたんですよ。
It's been some time since we last saw Makina.
はじめ、これって。
Yep, customer service training.
無理、心臓麻痺起こす。
Are you a man or a mouse? Actually, I'm a woman, I don't care. The next day, I immediately put Shiori's training program into action. I brought it with me to the school canteen so that we could answer Uchon's call for help.
本当はもう一人、バイトの子といつものおばちゃんがいるんですけどね。バイトの子はおばあちゃんが入院で、おばちゃんは息子さんの学校行事があるっていうことで。
So that's the situation, Shiori. As usual, Uchon needs our help, but everyone else on the student council is busy at the moment.
嘘でしょ
I'd warned Shiori her training would be tough, and she said she'd be fine, but she seems to have gotten cold feet now that she's actually here.
基本的にレジには私が入りますから。二人には補充と掃除をお願いします。商品のストックは裏にあるから、花森さんは分かれないことがあれば会長さんに質問してください。頑張ります。まあ、休日なんてほとんどしときませんし、リラックス。
I'm a little anxious for Shiori, but let's hope she can pull through today. Welcome!
いらっしゃいませ。あ、会長たち本当にバイトしてる。
Looks like we've got customers already. Might be a good idea to let Shiori handle this. I'll help her warm up before the real action starts. It'll help her warm up, I mean. We should probably go ahead and step out from behind the register.
ほら、みんな早く。まったく、あんたが早すぎるんだって。
There's more?
はじめ、私今ものすごく嫌な予感が。
As do I, now that you mention it.
すごい。カップルでバイト？
いいなぁ。バイト先での恋愛も憧れるなぁ。会長たちのこと、いろいろ質問してもいい？
Whoa! Slow down. We're just here to lend a hand today. Why is this happening? Don't lose heart yet, Shiori!
はいはい。冷やかしだけはご勘弁。来店した以上、ちゃんと一人一品はお買い物してくださいね。
One after another, a large group of girls come pouring into the store. Shiori and I have only officially started working here a short while ago, so someone passing by must have seen us and spread the word.
ちょっと拡散しただけなのに、こんなにお客さんが。私やっぱり商売の才能あるのかにゃ
We're going to leave.
内巻さん
It was you! They're still putting 2 lines there. Meanwhile, the store continues to fill with more and more customers by the minute. Think you've bitten off a little more than you can chew, John.
やばいかも。というわけだから、会長さんもレジお願いします。
You're just gonna make me do everything!
花森さんは生徒会役員じゃにゃいので、サッカーお願いしますね。
And you're so demanding too! The bagger, in other words, the one in charge of putting the customers' purchases into shopping bags. Well, I guess we've all gotta start somewhere.
はいはい、お立ち会い。会長さんと花森さん、初めての共同作業の始まり。
Don't encourage them! Loud cheers erupt from the crowd of students as they begin swarming the register. Are all of you starved for romance or what?
会長、こっちお会計お願いします。ちょっと、私が先だってば。
会長、差し歯落とした。
Stop pushing everybody! And keep your dentures in your mouth, please!
花森さん、遊びに来たよ。ところで、会長の燻製売ってる？
Crap, I'm not gonna last under the pressure. That's saying nothing of Shiori.
わーい、友達嬉しい。
She's only broken! Shiori, get a hold of yourself!
花森さん、レジお願い。
ねえねえ、花森さん、おすすめってある？本日のおすすめは、レジの干物、レジのフライ、レジのなめろうになってます。
It's lobster! I'm sorry, Shiori. This was a task too difficult for you. For now, I should send her into the bag to calm down and relax.
会長、予定なくなったんで遊びに来たっす。って人やばくないっすか？
Aqua, great timing! Help me organize everyone into a proper line!
了解っす。あと差し歯落ちてたっす。俺の差し歯
Giving Aqua a makeshift sign, marking the end of the line to hold up. We managed to herd the flock of students into a respectable queue stretching all the way into the hallway. But as for Shiori, her debut as a pseudo part-time worker had been much harder than she had anticipated. By the time we get back to the dorm, the sun has already begun to set in earnest. As far as helping out Uchon had gone, I suppose you could call it that day a success. I'm sorry, Shiori, I had no idea that we're going to be that many people today.
私こそいきなり休みもらっちゃったし、せっかくはじめがくれたチャンスだったのに。
All the enthusiasm she had yesterday seems to have vanished. Now she looks utterly defeated. Still, I think you did really well in the afternoon for what it's worth.
それはお客さんも少なかったから、補充作業だったし。
Well, there were still people who asked you for help, no?
うん、そうだけど。
Despite my encouragement, she still seems reluctant to call her training a success.
でも、
Yeah?
今日は途中で休んじゃったけど、それでも最後までできたから。だからもし次があれば、次はもっとうまくできるように頑張るから。
Sounds like a plan. I thought she'd lost all confidence, but by the looks of it, a hidden determination had been blazing inside her all this time. What was I thinking? Don't I have any faith in her? I smiled bitterly, shaking my head. Alright then, since your first experience working a part-time job was a huge success today, why don't I treat you to a special home-cooked meal?
はじめの手料理
I've got a pot of Odin simmering away in my room with your name on it. It's got smoked eggs, octopus, and even sausages in it.
おー豪華
At the word Odin, her tired expression suddenly gives way to a glittering smile. Like they just gotta go into a room. Just Sias just gotta sit there with the pot of Odin. I brought Odin. So it's like, wrong game. Makes sense, yeah. It's not much of a reward by any means, but seeing her look this happy is enough to wash away my exhaustion as well. Walking back the dome together, we quickly get changed before settling down and enjoying our popping hot Odin stew. Odin! Please ignore that. There's just something unsettling about this. I don't know what it is. It's adorable, but it's also unsettling. I have very mixed feelings towards that chibi.
二宮くん、ちょっといい
Sure, what's up? The bell rings and we enter break period. I'm just about to get up from my seat to go use the bathroom when Yamabuki comes sidling over towards me, looking somewhat antsy.
明日って暇
Tomorrow?
明日
Since school lets out at noon tomorrow, the student council won't be meeting. I don't have anything in particular planned. Is there something student council related? If so, I can contact Hakuo and the others for you if you want.
あ、うん生徒会じゃなくて
It's not?
と
If it's something a little more personal, we can always talk somewhere else. As student council president, it's my job to listen to the worries of the students, including my fellow student council members. And if it's a request from my own vice president, then all the more reason to do everything I can for her.
相談は相談なんだけど別に誰かに聞かれちゃまずいようなことでもないのよ
Mentally preparing herself, Yamabuki exhales and deeply and steadies her breathing.
あの
What's it gonna be?
明日私と遊んでほしいの
What?
あれ誰かに呼ばれた気がする
Shiori just shows up behind her, like knife in hand. Did somebody say my name? Back off my man, bitch. Shiori quietly creeps up behind Yamabuki.
別に遊んでって言っても変な意味はないのよ本当にいや本当に痛いはないからね二宮くんからも子猫ちゃんそんな顔君には似合わないぜとか言ってあげてよ
What?
子猫ちゃん
Kitty? I could swear I just heard Shiori's inner voice. I can hear Yamabuki even say... how can Yamabuki even say something like that with a straight face? I'd be downright mortified.
山吹さんいきなりムッとしてごめんなさい私も配慮が足りてなかったよ花森さんいいの分かってもらえただけで私はでもやっぱり子猫ちゃんはないよいつまで引っ張るのというかやっぱり怒ってるわよね
I'm pretty sure she was just messing with Yamabuki. So I don't blame her for being confused. Shiori's never really been the type to crack wise before. But seriously, Yamabuki, where'd that kitten thing come from?
追い打ち二宮くんだったらきっとこんな感じに言ってくれるのかなって思っただけよ
That's what you think of him? Is that really the impression I give off to people? Revelation leaves me thunderstruck.
まったくただちょっとみんなで遊ぼうかなって思っただけよほらハロウィンパーティーの前にみんなで寮に集まったことがあったじゃない
How'd you mention it? I do recall 5 beautiful intruders barging in on me while I was in the bath. Rather distinctly, in fact. Oh, that was tons of fun.
はじめ
Help! Judy grabs hold of my face with both hands, peering intently into my eyes.
水着姿思い出すなら私だけにしてね
How did you know?
なんでわかったんだって顔してる。
Seriously, how?
それはね。知りたかったら、はじめも私の心を読んでみて。
She winks playfully at me, flashing me a mischievous smile. Reading her mind, eh? That shouldn't be too hard. I love Hajime.
外れ。正解は、はじめが大好き。
Damn it! I'd pull her into a hug right now if we weren't in the classroom.
まあ、そろそろいいかしら。
I like how Yamabuki's just over there. Yeah, we get it. Can we please keep going with the conversation we had before you two started to poison the room? Yamabuki's icy gaze holds us forcibly back to reality. So yeah, what will be something about getting everyone hanging out together?
最近暗くなるのが早くなったからか、遊びに行く人も少ないでしょ？
That's true, I see a lot of people hanging out in the lounge on weekends. But what's wrong with that? Students are free to do what they want on weekends, aren't they?
ダメよ。せっかくの学生時代、そんな無意味に過ごしていいわけないわ。ああ、はじめが影響される。
No, she's right, Shiori. I've always believed that too. But ever since I'd gotten a girlfriend, I completely lost sight of everything
だから
else.
私は考えたの。明日は寮のみんなでレコをしましょう。
So that's what she meant by hanging out. Is participation mandatory for everyone?
寮長命令よ。
Fairly lax order as far as direct orders go, but everyone trusts Yamabuki, so I doubt anyone would outright refuse. What kind of recreational activities are we talking about
何
exactly?
でもいいわ。みんなが外に出るきっかけになればね。でも山吹さん、恋愛には否定的なのに、どうして今更？別に恋愛だけが青春じゃない。そういうことよ。一緒に遊ぶ友達いないとか？
Are you just being rude? Sorry about it, Yamabuki.
そんなことは。
Wait, you really don't have any friends?
友達くらいいるわよ。ただみんな休みの日も勉強してるから遊びに行けないだけで。
Now that I think about it, Shiori's the only one I've been spending time with these past few weeks. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it'd be kind of sad if my girlfriend was the only person who hung out with me.
私でよければいつでも遊び相手になるから。猫カフェ行く？子猫ちゃんいるよ。そろそろ怒るわよ。というか花森さん、二宮くんから変な影響を受けてない？
Whoa, come on. Now look who's being rude.
だってそこはお互い様でしょ？
She gives me a wide, unabashed grin. Although it's definitely true that Shiori's changed, she's not the only one who's been smiling a lot more than she used to. Still, however, how are we gonna set this all up on such short notice? Have you given it any thought?
そこは手がかからないことにすれば問題ないわ。
Instead of soccer or some other ball game, how about we play tag or hide and seek? That should be simple enough.
鬼ごっこ。かくれんぼ。
You could even combine the two into a sort of hide and seek tag.
いいじゃない。それ採用。みんな経験はあるだろうから、改めてルールを説明する手間もなさそうだし。
Things might get surprisingly competitive too. Even though I'm not big on sports, this talk of hide and seek tag has gotten me itching to play now.
でも私走るの得意じゃないんだけど。
Neither have I, but there's no need to run if you need hide somewhere you can't be
見
found.
つからない場所。なら、誰も来ないところに二人で隠れよう。
I'm pretty sure that just makes me the sacrifice if we get
つ
discovered.
まり見つからなきゃ何しててもいいんでしょ？
Huh? Well, I guess you could say that.
見つからなければ。
Ah! She looks at me suggestively, tracing her finger slowly across my chest. What's with that seductive smile? This isn't like Shiori at all!
ちょっと、何してもって何するつもり？みつ？いやらしいことは許さないからね。いやらしいこと？というと、例えば？それは。
Now Bookie's face turns beet red as she looks towards me for assistance. She looks so flustered that even I feel like teasing her now.
とにかく、寮長である私がいやらしいと思うことは禁止。つまり、私の質問に答えてないから制限ないと。そこは察してよ。
So Yamabuki refused to elucidate on what she means by inappropriate. Perhaps it's just being kind in her own way. Or perhaps she's simply accepted defeat. Shiori just won't cut her any slack, will she? Maybe it's about time for me to step in. By the way, Yamabuki, I know you said you wanted everyone in the dorm to participate, but hide and seek tag is a pretty childish game to begin with. There might be a few delinquents who try to skip out on the whole thing, or don't try very hard at the game.
蜂の巣持って追いかければ嫌でも逃げるでしょ。
What the fuck?! But the delinquents, Yamabuki, they might even have smokes with them, and you know what smoke does to bees.
私の育てたミツバチが
Yoshino just like I can just imagine just Yoshino just like if you know that whole Tumblr post, hold on. Which was it? Hold on. I'm trying to find a certain something. It's very hard to find for some reason. Why don't humans have a specific noise that means there are bees here? Let's leave immediately. Why are elephants more advanced than us? We do have a specific noise. It sounds like this. There are bees here. Let's leave immediately. Anyways, I'm like trying to find the damn thing, and I can't. There we go. Back when I was a beekeeper, my bees were really gentle, and one time I scooped up a handful of them. I got really emotional. I wanted to kiss them, and I essentially face-planted myself into a palm full of bees while crying, and that's an important fact about me. I can just imagine Yamabuki doing that right now. Like, just like fucking crying into a handful of bees, attempting to cuddle them. Alright, calm down. I know I'm not the one who set up the joke, but you're starting to sound a little hysterical. Are you getting enough rest lately?
小清水さんからもらったアロマグッズ貸そうか？疲れに効くよ。ボケに乗っただけでしょうが。
It's not often I see Yamabuki and Shiori bantering like this. But Yamabuki sounds slightly out of breath. Maybe the whole thing really is tiring. Maybe she's really tired of these stupid jokes.
今、私のこと呼びましたか？山吹さん疲れてるみたいだから、小清水さんにもらったアロマグッズ貸そうかって。だから疲れてないってば。まあ、それでしたら山吹さんの分も今度ご用意しますね。人の話聞きなさいよ。
Come to think of it, we've been having fewer and fewer of these group chats ever since I started going out with Shiori. It's a bit rude of me to start feeling guilty about it now, but I'm honestly grateful to Yamabuki and the others for being so supportive of our relationship. Still though, I've gotta say it might be a good idea to take Koshimizu up on her offer, just in case, even if you aren't feeling tired right now. With break period nearly coming to an end, I leave the other two to explain the rest to Koshimizu and finally head to the bathroom. It was thus decided that our second dormitory get-together organized by Yamabuki would take place the next day. I don't feel the same drive to continue in this route as I did with Yoshino and Ayaka. I can already feel it. I'm already kind of tempted to stop the recording. Over it, that's Shiori. Shortly after making my way to the lounge, she calls out to me. Looks like she's been waiting patiently for me to arrive. Only natural, I suppose, since she's the one who wanted to meet. What's the big rush?
ただなんとなく初めに会いたくなって。迷惑だった？
Not at all. I mean, given the time. Without even needing to spare a second glance, I could tell that she and I are alone in the lounge. Which means... I plop down beside her and pull her softly into my arms.
温かい。
She nuzzles her cheek against my chest, closing her eyes happily. Anything else I can do for you, dear?
もう少しこのままで。続きはその後かな。
Slight tinge of embarrassment in her voice makes my heart begin to beat faster. As always, her tone is gentle and kind. You know, I thought you called me out here because you wanted to talk about what happened earlier in the day.
お昼？
I could be wrong about this, so don't take it the wrong way if so. But when you were talking with Yamabuki earlier, it seemed to me like you were being a lot more aggressive than usual. Did something happen between you two? It didn't seem like she felt awkward around Yamabuki or anything, so she must have just been jealous.
あれは。
I'm happy to listen if there's anything you want to get off your chest.
何かあったというか、自分でもよくわからないんだけど、山吹さんがはじめを誘ったとき、急に不安になって。もちろん、特別な意味なんてないのは分かってたよ。分かってたんだけど、やきもちなのかな。
No surprise there. She made it very clear that I was her boyfriend after all. That's okay. Everyone gets a little jealous sometime. Everyone's a little bit jealous. Sometime I should stop this. Why do you think but do you think you'll still feel that way tomorrow?
正直わからない。胸がもやもやしてるのは自覚あったけど、無意識だったから。
In that case, the fastest way to resolve this would be to nip her anxiety in the bud. You know I love you, Shuri. I'm not going to be swayed by other girls.
私もはじめが大好きだし、信じてる。でも、山吹さんのあれはそれとは違うと思う。
What else was there to be jealous of then?
あるといえば、あるかな。胸、山吹さんみたいに大きくないから。
The moment the words leave her lips, she covers her breasts with her arms, twisting her face in embarrassment. And there I thought it was something serious. Don't tell me you thought I'd be seduced by Yamabuki's bust size.
だって、水着姿、思い出してたでしょ？水着姿、思い出すなら私だけにしてね。
And I think about it, that's when she really started acting strange. I'm sorry, Shiori, it was my fault.
そんな風に言うつもりはなかったんだけど。やっぱり一応聞いていい？誰の水着姿、想像したの？
So it's come to this.
わかった。今のまで私じゃないことは伝わってきた。
Wait, please, you're jumping to conclusions
じ
here.
ゃあ、誰？
Well, you, Shiori.
私？さっきのまま？
Because if I answered honestly, it would sound like I was only thinking of about your body. But I didn't want to come off that way.
そうなんだ。
Having to explain myself out loud is incredibly embarrassing. Even she's blushing. Even she's blushing hard.
じゃあ、はじめは私が嫌がると思ったってこと？
Oh, yeah.
そっか。
Huh? Rather than looking displeased, she actually smiles rather
で
joyfully.
も、外れ。
It is.
正解は、
She takes my hand and places it flat against her breast. What? Julie!
ほら、全然嫌じゃない。わかる？こんなに私、ドキドキしてるの。
I mean, yeah. The heat of her body and the softness of her breast are clearly discernible through my palm. And beyond that, slightest elevated beating of her heart. Still, isn't this a bit too sudden? Reflexively, my hand begins to tighten its grip, even through her clothes, I can feel my fingers almost sink into her supple skin. This feels wide to get.
ねえ、はじめはまた、
Yeah?
私と、したい？
Cuddle. She bites down on her bottom lip, trying to hold in her embarrassment. She looks up at me to gauge my reaction, making my pulse skyrocket.
私だって、はじめが体目当てだったら困るけど、そうじゃないのはちゃんとわかってるから、正直に言っていいよ。
Blood rushes to my head, and my chest tightens almost painfully. I do. And I also want to keep squeezing your boobs.
じゃあ、正直に言ってくれたご褒美。いいよ。好きにおっぱい触っても。
Calm down, Hajime. Don't be too hasty now. But don't mind if I do.
でもその前に、
Huh?
キスしてほしいな。
Shiori. I press my mouth to hers and gently suck on her lips. Open your mouth, Shiori.
はじめ、すごい。
They gotta be fucking to the lounge, aren't they?
嬉しい。
Our tongues intertwine as we seek out each other desperately. The sweet taste of saliva flooding through my mouth is enough to make my entire head go blank. Her body begins to shake even more as I rub her breasts over her clothes. There we go. Just please, move on. Before long, she's basically putty in my hands.
はじめ、私、
Want to continue this in my room? Oh, okay. I was expecting them to just fuck in the lounge.
まだ誰かいるの？電気消すわよ。
Hey! Fuck! We're really screwed! Leave! I tear myself away from Shiori in a panic just as Yamabuki comes down the stairs. Well, hello there. Yep, just us!
花森さん？何かあった？
Act natural, damn it! Hey, Shiori, if you're feeling tired, why don't you head on back to your room?
そうだね。
She inches over to the staircase, keeping her back turned towards Yamabuki all the while. And then...
おやすみ。
As soon as she reaches the bottom of the steps, she sprints upstairs as fast as she can. Now I feel like I did something bad.
もしかして私、花森さんに避けられてる？二宮くん、何か聞いてない？
Nope. In fact, she was feeling guilty about how jealous she was getting over you this afternoon.
やっぱりあれ、やきもちだったんだ。でもそれ聞いて安心したわ。
Fortunately, it doesn't seem like Abuki had realized that were passionately making out only a few moments ago. Anyways, I'll make sure we're all locked up down here. You just take care of the second floor, Abuki.
そういうことならお願い。それじゃあ二宮くん、おやすみなさい。
Abuki family heads back upstairs, looking none the wiser. After watching her leave, I make one final round to make sure all the doors are locked. Incidentally, after checking my phone soon after to see how Shiori was doing, that was a pretty close call, but I kinda liked that it came. Her mysterious reply. Oh no.
愛しいてる。
Oh no. Oh no. That's bad.
それじゃあみんな、用意はいい？
No. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and actually, what's there, CG? Hold on. There's no more CGs until the end. So, I guess now is a good spot to end the part. I'ma just use this one as CG, I suppose. this is I can't be using this one again. Especially since there is quite a risk factor involved in that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.